Kind of famous, little bro.
I'm about to take the Facebook. Facebook tap in more than.
Oh shucks, I think we about ready. We almost ready.
I think so too. I think
We got a couple minutes, maybe 1 minute. I'll be ready to hear myself in the headphones. No sound just yet. Getting there. Testing. Alrighty. Ah, I can hear myself.
Yeah.
Hey world, what's going on? It's your girl Nelly coming to you live from Thinking Outside the Box. Village Conversations with me, your girl Nelly. Listen, I just want to set the tone. I always want to appreciate everybody who comes out to support me, anybody that wants to be a guest, anybody that just tunes in and comments on the live chat. Feel free to comment on the live chat, comment on Instagram, comment on Mustafa's Instagram. I got a special guest, special guest for y'all today, y'all. Special guest. So before we come into this practice, let's just clear our minds, soften your gaze, or allow your eyes to come to a gentle close. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose, exhale, cleanse and release through your mouth. Let's come into this conversation with a clear mind and a pure heart. Open to the conversation, open to others' opinions, with respect, mutual respect, love, honesty for one another. Few more breaths. Get ready. Are we ready? So you know what I mean? We had to set the tone because I am still yoga fitness. So it's all about mindfulness. It's all about meditation. Let's get into it, y'all. Yoga. Now, who do I have here with me today, y'all? I got my little big bro, Staff, talk to my people. Who are you? What are you about? Why are you here today? What's going on with you?
I'm Staff. Everybody know me as Staff. Model bull.
Stop talking to your mic, bro.
My name is Staff. Everybody know me as Staff, the model bull. I'm pretty much here for folks.
Yeah, get on in there.
Staff, the model bull, man. I'm around. Yeah, I'm pretty much here for folks. She got her podcast going. You know, we started off with the clothes. You know what I'm saying? So all the hot sweatsuits, all the hot t-shirts, all that. And I got the tie-dye sweatshirt on. You know what I'm saying? We around. But we pretty much just touching on, we just building. What we always do when we around.
How can the people find you? How can they find you on Instagram, Facebook?
Oh, I mean,
what's your handle?
It's not hard to find me, man. My name's Staff Model Bull Ali on Facebook. And my name's Staff Model Bull on Instagram. I just was on Fox 29 News touching up on the violence in Philly and then, being a gunshot wound survivor, so yeah,
So let's get into that, right? That's why I was really excited when you said you wanted to come on and be a guest because our city is suffering. There's a lot of violence in our city. And you have the experience kind of on both sides of the fence, right? Because you've been a victim and probably involved in some way, shape, or form when you were younger in the violence in the city.
Yeah, I was always a part of the violence in Philly at one point. I don't really try to put it out there like I'll be on the top, whatever. I ain't even worrying about it. We on yours, whatever. But it was a point in time in my life when I was ignorant and I didn't have a future. That's why, at a young age, I had, multiple kids at the same time. And I just was on the tip like, I might not be here years later, but all right, I'm going to make some kids so they could carry me on. But, during prison time and just, growing, I felt like, it's more to me than just wasting my life,
Right.
So, yeah.
So how long, when you were younger, what ultimately resulted in you being in that, being a part of the violence? What
being a product of my environment, being a follower, not wanting to let my homies down and didn't even understand how it was hurting my family. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, them people that I was trying to impress and, be down for, not to say that they wasn't in my corner,
Right.
A lot of my homies, we only really had the relationship that we had in during time of incarceration because we was locked up together. So you at the House of Corrections, I'm at CFCF. We doing like an outside thing, whereas though we putting the outside address on the envelope and we sending it to the prison. But it's like, yeah, man, you can't really write each other
Right.
directly from jail. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna put my mom address as the outside sender, and it's gonna come to you like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of my homies' support wasn't from them being on the outside; they was on the inside with me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So how long would you say that you were of a menace? Let's call it that, a menace to society.
I
From
never,
what age to
I
what
never was a menace. I just was, I'm from the Strawberry Mansion section of Philly. You know what I'm
Shout
saying? I'm
out
from
to Strawberry
32nd
Mansion.
and Diamond, 32nd and Norris. So like, a lot of my friends, it's a lot of my friends that's in prison right now with life sentences and 20, 25 to 50s and 30 to 60s and
Wow.
40 to 80s and life plus. So like, it just, getting 5 years in jail made me feel like I'm not no different from y'all. I'm not no different from y'all. For you to sit across from me and say, yo, they gave me double life. It's like, dog, get your shit together. Like you not no different from them.
Right, that could have been you.
It could have been me. You know what I'm saying? I could be that guy crying out from help. I could be that guy crying out for help from a state correctional facility saying how I was wrongfully convicted or something, or even if, shout out to my man Hassan Bennett. He overturned the litigator. He overturned the life sentence because something that he was wrongfully accused for. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not no different from y'all. So what make me think that if regardless of what they said I did jail time for, I can't come home and be another reoffender and possibly get life in jail. I could be on a phone call right now talking to you from prison.
Right.
Telling you about what I'm trying to do. Like, why I gotta always get myself right because I'm in prison? Like, that's where my change came from. I did time from the time I was 19 to the time I was 25.
Wow.
So it gotta
and
be
those
some
are
type
formative
of growth
years,
somewhere.
right? So do you feel like that kind of stunted your level of growth and maturity to go in? I mean, even at 19, I still feel like you're a child, even though you're an adult in the eyes of the law. You went in as a child and came out as a grown man.
Yeah.
How did that affect you?
Losing family members, losing important family members that meant a lot to me. It was like, wow, I'm losing my grandpop, I'm losing my great aunt.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I'm not losing my mom. I'm not getting that news your mom passed.
Right.
So that just was like, I don't want to be in jail and I get that my mom died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a sting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't want to come home for that. I don't want to come home for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people that lose loved ones while they're in prison right now, they don't really come home. They just, they allow them this. The virtual, the stuff like that. Like, who want to deal with that? So I just was like, I got to get my shit together. I don't want to be in jail and get that news that my mom or my dad passed away. And yes, I had my mom and my dad in my life. My mom is from 32nd and Norris, born and raised, Alderton Street. My
so
dad
both
is
your
from,
parents were together? Like, or they just were both a part of your life? Were they together?
They wasn't together when I was born, but it didn't seem like they wasn't.
Okay.
They was,
they co-parented you.
Greatly,
Awesome.
yeah. And my dad is from Washington, D.C., so, my mom had me all year, with school, and then summer,
you went to
go
DC
with your dad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I always had that both sides of the family, upbringing.
Now, you also were a victim of gun violence.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't also a perpetrator. So let's talk about that, because that to me has to be life-changing when you are looking death in the face like that at the hands of someone else. What does that do to you?
Normally I'm like the person that always be on the opposite end of the pistol. So when it actually was my time to be on the opposite side, it was just like I felt like that was my karma. Like, you did this, you did that. You didn't get time for it, but you know what I'm saying? Now you gotta feel it.
That's your price.
Yeah, so that was something that I had to explain to my mom. Because you got to think, I was shot August 27th, 2012. And then I was
Wow.
shot again November 25th, 2012. So it was like, damn, like I couldn't even. The first time I got shot, I knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? I knew who it was, all that. But the second time was like I got shot. I was more in shock the second time I got shot than the first time.
Wow.
Cause I just was like, I just got shot in August. How the fuck I get shot again in November? Like around the holiday. Like, you know, that's like Thanksgiving.
Right,
So
right.
now when I get shot the second time and my family like, fuck is he at? Like he ain't answering his phone. It's a problem.
Right.
Something gotta be going on. And then what they do? When they punch me up, they look me up, I'm at Temple. And critical. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
in a sedated coma. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know, like, listen, man, I'm Muslim. And I'm so straightforward with whatever my upbringing was. My mom and dad, they strayed from Islam somewhere along the line. And I was, you know, put in the church surrounding. And it was just always this person, you know, she's still a preacher to this day. Her name is Pastor Jeanette Gilbert from Revival Church of Love and Deliverance. It's right there on Huntington Park and Fox.
Okay.
And she always used to tell me as a kid, like, yo, you got a calling on your life. So, like, you know, I always commend my mom and dad for thinking out a strong name for me. My name is Mustafa Ali. Mustafa means chosen one. Ali means most high. So my thing is, if I wasn't those names, I could have been possibly in the ground. You know, I always say, I miss my cousin Risa. I miss my cousin Dom. I could have been possibly waiting for them years ago before they passed away, you know. So, yeah, you know.
Now, as a father, right? Because you got young son.
Everybody know I love my kids.
He loved. When I tell you, you want to see a man love up on his kids. This one here.
I love my kids.
This one, you see how he look at him. Look at his face. He can't even hide it.
I love my kids,
He
man.
can't
I
hide it,
love
and
my
that's a
kids,
beautiful
man.
thing
Tyler,
because-
Mustafa, Malia.
Shout 'em out.
I love my kids.
Shout out.
Every character I ever made on a game, it was always my kids' names. Like, I want you to feel like however good this person is, UFC, NFL, NBA, I want you to feel like, yo,
Right.
as good as he made me on this game, I could be that good in life.
Amen.
Yeah,
That's
a friend of
dope.
mine just told me that last night, like, yo, like, damn, you was playing the game and the UFC girl was like 40-0, but it was your daughter name. And I'm like, yeah, I want to show my kids that they could be more, even if it's through a video game. Like,
Right.
yeah, you're everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
How are your conversations with your son, right? Because I have a teenage son, you have a teenage son, and I'm pretty sure you see a lot of you in him. And sometimes as parents that can be scary because I know how hard-headed I was as a teenager, and you know, what are the conversations that you and your son have, and are you fearful that he might go down that path that you went down?
He's down that path already. Currently, my son is incarcerated at the Youth Study Center. You know, I'm not going to really get into, you know, his what he is
details.
locked up for right
Right.
now, but he is going down my path because at the age of 15, I was in a juvenile facility. So, you know, my thing is, I always install in my kids, I don't want you to fear me, just respect me.
Right.
You know, I don't really do the, you know, people be wanting, you know, that's why a lot of kids rebel because a lot of parents be so stuck on, do what I say. You want to do what I say, but it's like, how are you delivering it to me to where as though I receive it to where as though I want to listen.
Right.
So, like, you know, my son, I've been having, you gotta think, I did 5 years in prison.
How old was he
when my son was just born? My son was 2 months when I went to jail. When I came home, he was 4 turning 5.
Okay.
So, you know, like, I did the Read to My Child programs and, you know, stuff like that because I already knew the type of people that I was having children with. They wasn't the type of people that would, I'm coming to see you and, you know what I'm saying? They come to see you once and they tell you like, I can't do this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I can't. You far away. You in SCI Fayette. That shit is in like Ohio, like
Mhm.
Pittsburgh, no, like Harrisburg. Like that shit, like 8 hours away. So I can't. That's one thing about me. Whenever I did jail time, I always allowed. Not that I allowed. I want to rephrase that. Not allowed.
I'm glad you were.
But I
rephrasing. Thank you.
always was like letting the person know, like, listen, you don't gotta do this time with me. At the end of the day, if I really value what we really had together, I wouldn't have never did whatever I had to do.
I'm so glad you said that because listen, I am not the bitch to ride a jail. I'm not doing it. I ain't that bitch. I'm not riding no terms. I'm not doing that.
Who said still hard headed?
My girlfriend, shout out to Rainy. She gonna say I'm still hard headed. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I am maybe a little bit. And so takes one to know one. That's why we best friends.
You already
Because
know.
she hard headed too.
You already know.
But I'm just glad you said that because I feel like some men do expect women to ride out
That's
those
selfish.
bids
That's
with
being
them.
selfish.
And I see that when women do ride bids out with these men, they
come
get out
home and they leave
and then
them.
they don't even know
They
you.
leave them.
So that's why
They leave
I'm
'em.
not that kind of rider.
Listen, I'm gonna try to tell
I'm
you like
not.
this, right? Tell you like this.
Yeah, I ain't.
Females ride for the guys that's in prison more than they ride for guys out here.
I see that too. And what is that about? Because a man that's
never
in
know.
prison cannot provide for you.
Not-
he can't do
not-
nothing
not-
for
not
you like
all,
that.
not
Well, not all
all.
of them. There's some that's set up.
You got some players in
It's
jail.
some that's set up.
There's some
that's
players
set up.
in jail.
It is.
You got some guys in jail that pay
That
bills
still,
from
that
jail.
still pay bills from there. You right.
You know, like
you are
you know
absolutely
what I mean,
right.
you
But
got
them
some
bills,
niggas. You got some niggas that's in jail that's still bossing it
True.
inside. You know what I'm saying?
But they
Because
not
of the-
holding you at night. They not hugging you at night.
Right,
they
right,
not,
right.
You know, you're
right.
not getting
That's
that.
why I used to
nurture,
tell them females that I used to hold, answer that call. Don't get different now because I'm around. Answer that call. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's just what come with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you was locked up 22 months and she was holding it down. P.O.P.
And I think men need to be realistic too, right?
Yo.
Like even if you want to believe in your heart of hearts that female was faithful to you the whole time you was locked out, boy, bye.
Not especially
Boy,
if you,
bye.
you know, install something in your woman that she was used to receiving every day. No, you just can't do that, and then boom, it's over.
Someone on here said some men, I guess the person meant some men that are locked up do better than the men that are out here. Is
That's
that what
facts.
they meant?
That's big facts.
That's sad.
Oh, that's not babe. That's Deej.
How can somebody that's incarcerated, that's sad. Well, that to me explains why there's still so many single women out here.
Because everybody that go to jail not in the way. Some guys that go to jail, they be having a good position out here. They be having a nice team around them to where as though they yo, listen. Her what's the name need to be paid. Go take that to her. You gotta think a lot of guys that's in jail, it's a lot of guys out here that's making moves for them because that was who they was going through. You just got your opportunity now because they locked up. You know what I'm saying? But still, you got some guys that come home from doing 5 years in jail, and you got a guy that was out here for 5 years hustling and didn't go nowhere, and a guy that just came home from jail because of his stature in the streets. You getting this amount of money from this person, you getting this amount of money from that person, and you back in position already. It's just all about your grind and what you want to do.
And Deja, she said, some women look for men in jail. Why would you want to look for a man in jail? Is that...
She said, I've been seeing this all my life, honestly. Yeah, she's from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Deej.
I appreciate you for checking in. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love, and I appreciate your comments. Because you are a part of the village. You are a part of the village conversation. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand, I feel like then the issue is the women then. Like we must not want much. If we're willing to settle for a man that's in jail or looking for men that are in jail, like I'll be watching these shows, Love After Lockup, 90 Day Fiance, like what the why would someone intentionally, like I can see if, okay, you with somebody, that person did something and they had to go to jail and you want to ride it out because you love that person, but you don't even know this person and you are pen pals seeking out this person. That to me is strange because
you gotta look
what
at
can
it,
you
man.
really get
Sometimes
from
females
somebody
is
in
just
jail?
sometimes females is just so tired of getting done dirty by these guys in the streets, and it's like sometimes it comes down to I know where he at. I don't gotta question if he say, "Oh, I'm with my guys," but I'm with Felicia. I know where he at. And if you know your guy, you ain't gotta really worry about that. But then again, that was something that made me like reevaluate myself as far as when it came down to the niggas that go to jail, they wanna be in jail. And I was just like, no. It was just the decisions that I was making. You know, just wanting to be a frontliner and you know, just
Well, I
dumbass shit.
Do you feel like sometimes, like people, like men or women, anybody that keeps going back to jail or doing things that is going to continue to bring them back to jail?
Sometimes it's a
If
lifestyle.
it's continuous, then it's intentional. I feel like then you already know the consequences, and maybe I feel like some people can't survive out here. If you've been incarcerated so long,
Yeah.
you can't relate to this new world because the world is ever changing all the time.
Yeah.
And 5 years, you might miss a lot. So if you've been locked up 15, 20
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
you're out of touch.
All right, so my thing was I had to learn why is it that I have to only be able to adapt with being locked up?
Elaborate.
As far as when I come home,
Mm.
I just go berserk and I do this and I do that to get me back where I don't want to be. But in jail, I'm so confined and I'm so reserved and I'm doing whatever I got to do to get out. Why can't I do that on the streets? So being locked up at 19 and not getting out till I was 25 was like, this same shit you doing in jail, chilling, falling back, you know, when them times don't come to where as though you got to show forth of yourself of putting hands on somebody to just show them that you not that type of guy. Why I can't do what I do in jail on the streets? Chill. Because when I go to jail, what I want to do, I want to get a job that pays cents a day. But I want to come out here and I want to say, oh, I don't want a job that pays $12, $13 an hour. But the first thing I do when I go to jail is want to get a kitchen job that pay fucking 30 cents a day.
Let's talk about it.
Like, come on.
Let's really get deep into this the institutionalized system of the jail system, right? And how it's designed and that mentality. Like I literally, I'm appreciating you bringing all this stuff up because shout out to anybody that's in jail right now. I hope that y'all able to
free the
tune
men.
in.
Free the men. Free the men.
Freedom,
but it's not institutionalized. That's something that they drilled in our mind. It's not institutionalized. People go back to jail because they just don't know no other way of living. And if that was the case, I've been going to jail since I was 12 and I stopped at 19. And I was released at 25. It's not institutionalized. It's just some people just can't get right.
That's true. That is true. Right. Some people just can't get right, but that is profound. That
people
you
have
say
a lot of problems.
You're more motivated when you're
about.
locked up than you are when you have freedom, and that's strange to me. But that just makes it seem like some people are dependent upon structure. Some people need. I knew she was going to do. I knew she was going to do that, y'all. I knew she was going to do that.
Good, right?
She was like, I said, "Come on, TT, you getting on camera?" She's like,
listen.
Shout out to my cousin TT. That's TT, y'all. She was on here 2 weeks ago.
They got a Reddit page. They got a Reddit app. Outside of the Philly scoreboards, outside of all the other stuff that they got going on, and they said that one of the guys went back to jail because he couldn't live on the streets because he was so accustomed to living free in prison.
Right. Like how do you change a person's mindset that thinks like that?
You can't.
Because that person is that's to me is a sign of institutionalism. Like that person is programmed for a incarcerated mindset. Like that person needs that structure. If you're not told when to get up, when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when to go to sleep, when to go to work, you're not going to do it. Like you said, they're motivated in jail.
I'll move the mic.
Motivated in jail, but not motivated in freedom. That's an oxymoron because you have more freedom when you're out. You can do whatever you want to do.
Do you really want to know what transitioned me?
Absolutely, it's real talk.
Because, a lot of people think I changed because I got shot. That wasn't it. What changed me was, like, I lost like 3 relatives within the span of a year. Not from gun violence, from, like just being older and whatever type of, health issues they had. And it was like every time that I lost somebody, I always had to get that weird, awkward priest person coming to my cell and asking me, is your name Mustafa Ali? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, oh, well, we just want to inform you that your grandpa passed away. Or we just want to inform you that your step-grandma passed away. Or that your great-aunt passed away. And I'm just like, what the fuck can I really do? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting the news, but now I'm waiting on the phone call.
Right.
The call, to hear what... I mean, like, you be like, I don't want to get that fucking news that my mom died and I'm in jail.
Right.
Now that's going to make me go over the edge. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say if it could be somebody that I bid with every day, all day, and this one time that he want to come play and bid, he don't even dig the news that I just got because we on lockdown. And now when he want to play, I just flip the fuck out. And he don't even understand, like, damn, nigga, you just lost your grandpa. You know what I'm saying?
But that's mental health. Go ahead, TT. Chime in.
I was gonna kind of honestly say that that's not his fault that he didn't know that.
It's not his fault. It's
So
not
it's
his
like,
fault, but in the
we gotta
prison
learn how to
mindset,
channel energy
right. So
inside
that's why
and outside.
that's why you stay away.
Because a prison isn't just behind those walls. I think y'all
Yeah.
forget what a school is and what a
Yeah.
hospital is.
Yeah.
They're built the same.
Yeah.
They're still
Yeah.
institutions.
Yes, they're institutions.
That's still a
all
prison
day.
without bars.
Yes, yes.
So at the end of the day, you're programmed from elementary, daycare, and all the above to be in jail. If you are not grown up with a foundation of a family,
Right.
whether it be mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, cousin, whoever, if your foundation in your household is not strong, this is where the corruption comes in at.
Right.
This is where you go seeking and lurking for things that's not there and not going to be there. It's all an illusion.
Right.
You create what your life is. If you constantly go behind bars, that's on you.
Right.
I got locked up at 12, 13. I was in Slayton Farms. I was in them places too. You know why? Because I was a runaway child going wild.
Oh, yeah. Sleep
It wasn't
farms.
just because I
Now,
was just bad.
what was the cause for you acting out? What was going on in your life? What was
My
going
mother
on?
and father wasn't there. That's what the cause. I wasn't raised by my mom and dad. I love them to death. My dad got arrested, soul, R.I.P. But it was just, my mom had me at 18. She was a young mom dealing with an old head she shouldn't have been dealing with. But, this was their life back then.
Yeah.
She was hated by a lot of people. They disliked her for things he did. He's a grown man. She shouldn't have been held accountable for what he did. I'm talking about family, sisters, whoever, hating her because of something that man did. And multiple other things. So when we look at the children and what's really going on with them, look inside their homes. Look inside their foundation. These children are repeated offenders because they don't have love at home.
Right.
I've heard a man say to me, I'm getting locked up so I can eat good.
Wow.
So it's really real. It's multiple variations of things that's going on in the world. These children are crazy because there is no love.
There's no love.
The world has a lack of
why I
love.
love my
Nobody,
kids so
like
much.
this morning, these last 2 days, I get up and walk out the door. People are like, good morning. How you doing? Hey, good morning. How you doing? And everybody's happy and spunky.
Yeah.
That's how you have to approach people.
Right.
If someone is mad that you said hello to somebody, they need to check themselves
Yeah.
in the mirror.
A lot of people, how you doing?
Like
Won't say
literally at the
nothing.
front door.
Won't say
It's really
nothing back.
sad.
Right.
Stop using your mirrors to say I'm pretty and beautiful. Use that thing to look in your inner soul because it's a deeper view. So stop pointing a finger
glad she tapped
and
in.
point back. Like literally,
Yeah. You want to be sitting
it's really
all over
sad.
there all-
No, because I
knew
was
she
gonna
wasn't
let
gonna
you
be able to
get
be
that.
quiet
I
for
ain't
too
gonna
long.
let you
Listen,
say.
one thing about me.
I knew she wasn't
Listen,
gonna be
I
able to
got
be
this-
quiet for
I
too
got
long.
I got this thing where as though it's not something that I started, but it was something that I written down, and I was like, we all shine entertainments, like no egos production.
I like that.
A lot of people can't share the light.
You better talk.
And
about
everybody got a light.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's the crazy
There's a lot
part.
of people. My man Lump said, "What is actually doing better?" And I was like, "It's a lot of people that's doing better than me, financially or stability wise." But when I enter the room, it's like, that nigga broke. Why you worrying about me being broke? If you
Because
when you
technically
have
they're
like,
broke. That's the thing. So
you're
we can't
broke
keep
mentally.
vigilant
You're
people
broke
of
mentally.
having more or better than
Right.
you.
So,
You're
yeah.
better than them. Why? Because like I said, everyone has a light.
They not
You choose
me.
to carry your light in
Of
the
course.
shining
Of
way.
course. Of
Some
course.
people dim their own lights. You cannot allow no one
Yeah.
to dim your light when you walk in the room. You
I
stay
would
who
never.
you are.
I would never. I listen.
Because if that
man.
person took the time out to say that to you, guess what? They really like. That's what I meant by
Oh,
the mirror
no,
thing.
no, they didn't say that to me. This
No, I'm
is
just
what
saying,
they
whoever-
said.
to
This is what they would say.
Whoever
would
they
never
said
say
it
that
to.
me. This is what they would say to a woman. Why
Whoever
you
they
talking
say
to
it
him?
to.
Why you talking to him?
They do that.
He ain't
They
got
definitely
this.
do
He ain't
that.
got that. This is
Yes,
like
they do.
I like him more because at the end of the day, he ain't trying to present all of what you trying to do to try to,
That's the part they don't get.
bring him down. Like no,
That's the part they don't get.
No.
Right.
We in the building, man.
Yay!
Yoga fitness. Yoga fitness.
Listen.
Yoga.
Y'all better get on in these conversations, man. It's
Yeah.
going down. All right, so
Yeah.
listen, me and TT.
Wait.
Huh? What? Where'd that come from?
What's that?
She just OCD. That's all.
Yeah, I know somebody blew a couple blood boogies on there.
Yeah, so why is that sitting here in the
I don't know how we even got all the way over there.
what? No, that's disgusting.
I don't even know how they got all the way over there.
This how this joint won't be presented like that
Yeah.
on the TV. That's all that. That's all that. Yeah.
But that's why it's
we
real
definitely
talk.
say you plucked that on the floor.
It's real talk.
It's all good. It's out the way.
Martina.
Right.
Martina is here. Martina
Somebody
is
tapped
here.
her?
She
They
is
got- they got-
We
outside.
got Lush Lab
And
LLC
she
in the
Is she gonna be able to
building.
get in? I hope
Yeah.
I hope my bros in the sound studio can hear me. I got another villager coming through.
Yeah, you know what
Can
I'm saying?
somebody let her
They
in
got
the
the door
building?
cam. They got
Let
the
the
door
letter in
cam.
the
Let her in.
building.
Let her in. Yeah.
Now this one here, y'all better get ready for Martina because I don't know what's gonna come out her mouth, and I love her. I don't know what she gonna say. But earlier, me and TT was talking about fuck niggas.
Yeah. Well, you only got one man on the podcast, so let me understand why they say that.
So,
You know why they say it. Don't act like you don't know why.
do you want to elaborate
I really
on?
don't. I don't want to assume.
Do you
want to
elaborate on the definition of a fuck nigga, TT? What do
That's
you
like
call
an
a
open
fuck nigga?
question? There's so many
There
variations
is.
There's
of
some females out there that
answering
can say me a
that.
fuck nigga.
You said what?
That's only because they fell in love with me and I wasn't loving them the way that they was loving
Well,
me.
they might put you in the fuck nigga category.
I'm the model boy. You can't never put me in no fuck nigga situation.
You should.
You just did it.
So, what would be your definition of a fuck nigga?
I gotta give this definition.
Cause it's a whole song out, "Fuck Nigga Free," and I just wanna. And every time it come on in the club, cause I'm a party
Okay,
promoter.
to me,
shout
I'm gonna
out.
give a small variation
All right,
of a fuck
what's
nigga.
a fuck
A
nigga?
fuck nigga to me is one who can constantly accuse you of shit. It ain't going on, but when you do the same to that nigga,
He ain't ready.
it ain't right. It's like, what?
Mhm.
You gotta go back and forth. Oh, what you doing? Who that? Who that in the background? The fuck? What? Who? Excuse me? I'm
Right.
confused. What do you mean?
I think the definition of a fuck boy is a Jody,
Oh,
a baby boy.
A baby boy.
he's past fuck boy.
Yo, I got
That nigga's
When I
past
hear
the
fuck boy, I
I'm
hear
sorry.
that's all I hear is Jody, my Jody.
He's past the fuck boy. I'm sorry. That's just out of pocket. That's what you call out of pocket. I'm sorry. But it's really variations. If you want to be real, you could touch on it.
Yeah, I can. I mean,
You could
I
touch
don't
on
think-
it. Be
no,
real.
I really can't. I really can't. For the most part, I treat women good until like
your
things. Yeah.
No.
If you
All your life.
all
tell
my
the
life,
truth.
all my life, there's a lot of powerful women in my life. Yeah, so
I mean,
yeah.
the women in your life that you love, like family. I'm talking about dating wise. Have you,
You
always
just said
been?
you was dealing with some chicks
a
and they
good
might have
dude?
loved you more than you loved them. That's called misleading.
That's not misleading. You loved me more than you loved me,
So it's something that you did to give her that insight.
but that don't got nothing to do with how I feel.
I didn't say it's how you feel. It's what you gave to give
Okay.
her that
What
feel.
you put out there. So like,
give
if
her
you-
that
I didn't
feel.
put anything
That's
out
just like,
there.
all right,
One thing
here
about
go
me-
another
one
fuck
thing-
nigga.
one
A
thing-
nigga that could dick a bitch down and then be mad because she's chasing him around. Why you do that?
I
Why
would
you do
never
that?
be mad because somebody
you do
chasing
that?
me around
Like-
because I'm dingling them down.
And tell you with your girl and she pop up?
Huh?
How you could hear her and tell you with your girl and she pop up?
I don't get down like that.
That's a
'Cause
good thing.
I can't.
That's beautiful.
Listen, I tell anybody that I
That's
deal with,
beautiful.
I
Not
can't deal
me.
with more than one woman because I'm going to get caught.
That's beautiful.
Eventually, you're going to be like, why I'm not seeing you
She
the
got
way.
common sense.
right.
Hell yeah, I got common sense.
Most
It ain't that
yeah, I know what I do. So no, I'm not even
Some
going.
people be out here playing
I'd
and swear to
rather-
God they ain't doing nothing, but they
listen,
want to put it on you all day, every day. When these niggas
No,
got,
I ain't accusing
they
nobody.
got job buddies.
No,
they got,
ain't no work days, ain't none of that shit.
They got
It's just-
they got
it's just-
casino
it's just
buddies.
you.
They got
It's just you.
Work wives,
just you.
work wives, and
It's just you. I'm
husbands.
telling
and
you.
period.
It's just you.
Yeah, all that, all
I
that.
can't do all that. I can't do all that. I take too much pride and I get satisfied off satisfying. So no.
That's beautiful.
No.
Satisfied
That's
off satisfying.
I think I'm kind of like that too. Though. That's a good thing. Cause
That
I'm like
means
that
you're-
too. Like you really gotta sometimes
you're
satisfy
selfless.
people,
I'm trying to tell you,
and that's
man.
what I meant about
You gotta
the good
think.
morning.
I didn't have a lot of fuck up moments because I was in jail from the time I was 19 till I was 25.
But you just said you wasn't a fuck nigga. You just said you had fuck up moments.
I never said I was. I'm fuck nigga and Mustafa don't mix. No.
I just take it as
everybody.
he doesn't like the terminology of
fuck
fuck nigga, but he fits in the
Well,
category.
nobody-
If we could change the
Nobody
name.
out there that I ever dealt with gonna say he's a fuck nigga. They gonna be like,
Nobody.
he
Everybody gonna give you
hurt
one.
me, but no, he ain't a fuck nigga.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Sounds
I
like
might,
you.
I might have was young and I might
Sounds
have
like you did
did
a
some.
speedy repercussion.
No, ain't shit speedy about me.
You just said that a person would say XYZ but still will love you. So that to me is a speedy repercussion, meaning you might have done something that they might have disliked, but you also did something that they liked. So it outweighed the dislike. So that's a speedy repercussion.
The only thing they didn't like was that it was over. That's the only thing.
That it was over.
That it was over. Other than that,
The saying is you
what-
never
what
miss a
Beyonce
good thing
say?
till it's
We
gone,
can
eh?
last forever. Come
So-
on, baby, won't you hold on to me?
Yo, I'm loving this dynamic, yo. I feel like we got to keep this thing going and feed off of each other's energy. You are more than welcome to come back on this podcast, TT. This your
Oh,
second
just
time.
one last
You can come back
time
on-
with the
Yeah.
prison situation.
Yes.
I did 30 days in prison, and that lady said, "Oh, we'll see you again." I said, "Oh, no, the fuck you won't." And guess what? That was when I was 19 years old. I am 43. I have never seen a bar ever, except for on
Team!
television. Don't play with me.
Get on in this camera.
What's up? Tap in.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
hopscotch.
Yeah.
We got Cripple in the building.
Yeah,
No,
come
no,
on,
no,
hopscotch.
no. We yeah.
Come on. No,
You
come
gonna
this
duck-
way.
you
I'm
gonna
a
duck
fighter.
that?
Come all the way over
Yeah.
here. Come on. Get on
It's
up
all
in
right.
here.
Shit, you at least you made it.
I'm going to let Lush Lab
Yeah.
Experience come through and
Yeah.
get a
Get
few
on up
shots
in
on
here.
the mic.
Lashes in the building. You know
Hey.
what I'm saying? This
TB.
motivation. You see, she pop on with the crutches.
Listen.
People don't.
It's
make
a
it,
family.
they ain't
It's
got
a
no-
family
you know what
affair, y'all. I got Martina in the building, y'all.
Introduce
Shout out.
yourself.
Hi, y'all
Who are
doing?
you?
My
Who are
name is
you?
Martina or Tina G. I run Lush Lab LLC. I do hair and a bunch of other things. But a licensed
A
cosmetologist.
mini big bag.
So that's how they can
Look
find
at
you on
it, look at it,
Instagram,
look at it.
Lush
Oh,
Lab.
yes, Lush Lab
Yeah.
LLC.
Hey, come through. Look and see the villagers.
Listen, we
Don't
around.
play with my
Hey,
villagers.
what's up?
They pull up on me.
Peacemaker, we around, man. We doing this shit.
They pulling up on me.
Peacemaker with the
So-
photography.
She just missed the fuck nigga conversation. So what's your definition of a fuck nigga, Team B?
Okay.
What's your definition of a fuck nigga?
They not trying to do anything. Like, they just want to run through the females, not giving any time, any dedication, any going out, nothing. Like, they just want to run around in these
that's why I
streets and
don't
just
mix-
do whatever.
That's why I don't mix in that shit. Because I spend time, I'm affectionate, I'm loving, I'm intimate. Let's go out. Let's,
Yeah, like-
You see how he put on this sexy voice, y'all? Look.
Sexy voice.
like
That's how I
sometimes-
talk all the time. And I'm giving y'all that almond.
He said that almond. You see that almond? Y'all see it? I love him.
Yo, you already
Listen,
know.
when I first met him, I was like, yo, he's so conceited. But he's so fucking cool. And it's not conceited, it's confident.
It's confidence.
It's confident.
confidence.
It's not conceited. Because I feel like
Yeah.
conceited people always try to put other people down. He's not,
You don't
he's
gotta
not
be
conceited.
sorry.
He's
You don't gotta be sorry. Listen, my name is Mustafa Ali, and at the end of the day, you could call me Stav. That model bullshit is just some Instagram name that drew me in with the females. And shout out to the Shade Room, 2 million views. You know what I'm saying? DMX challenge.
Shout out.
Shit lit. You know what I mean? But it's about that yoga fitness.
That
man.
Yaga. Listen, this man, let me just say something on real rap. This is why I love style. I mean, I promise you, every sweatsuit I ever came out with, every t-shirt, he has it. Every color, he has it. When you talk about support, this man has done it. Like, he would be like, yo, I need a sweatsuit for my birthday. Yo, I seen that yellow. I need that. Yo, I need that t-shirt. Yo,
like
represent.
You know
when
I
asked him,
got on the tie dye. You know what I'm saying?
he got on my clothing brand and I
You looking good.
he got my shit on and I know. You understand what I'm saying to you? And he made me feel good about my clothing brand. And it's people like that you always want in your corner and always want to have around you to make you feel like I'm doing the right thing and I need to keep doing this and I need to keep moving forward. So stop. I just literally, for real, heart to heart, want to tell you I love you and I appreciate you and you've been consistent and I was
mad when she was like, I ain't doing that right now. I'm like, fall about to come up. Like I need that. You know what I'm saying?
Coming back. It's
cool.
back.
I ain't worrying about it. Whenever she come back, yo,
whenever I come back, I know
she gonna have 2 sweatsuits for me.
I'm gonna have a wardrobe for you. Like, when I get big, I'm gonna be just sending you cases like Beyonce send her celebrity friends.
If I see you serious about something,
you got a trunk, boo.
If I see you serious about something, this is what I don't really like about supporting people, certain people. When I see that, if you make me believe that you serious about something, and then once you get the notoriety of whatever it is that you doing, and then you like fall back. You gave me a legit reason on why you fell back from what you was doing at the time. And I was just like, all right, cool. You just was going ham on that shit. So, yeah, when I saw it, what? Oh, all right, it's simple. You know what I'm saying? You got your stamp. I need that. I'd rather get the money to you and then give it to motherfuckers that don't care for me.
Right.
You care for my skin complexion. A lot of these motherfuckers that we be putting a lot of money in their pockets, they don't care for us.
That's real.
And they'll fucking publicly say, yeah, I don't care for blacks.
Right.
So why not give it to somebody that I know? Somebody that I know. Yeah, I know her.
Support the cause.
I know her husband. Yeah.
And proud to wear it. Like
hubby, go to the car and get it out the trunk.
All day, I promise you. I was selling sweatsuits like I was selling drugs.
Yeah.
And it was popping.
Yeah.
And I need to get back to it.
Good material. Not that cheap shit. It ain't nothing that she sold me that the label came off.
I had some labels come off. But listen, even with that, and I'm glad you brought that up because I had some labels come off. I had some shit come off.
That's the beginning.
But my people love me so much that nobody asked for their money back.
Nah.
Nobody was complaining. Like everybody was like, "No, I'm gonna just keep it. Just give me another one." And still paid for another one.
A lot of stuff that she sold me was like one wear. Cause it was like I know somebody gonna fuck this color up. My birthday, I wore a cream color Yoga Fitness joint. Whole day. Nothing on it. Soon as I come down the way, somebody with some dumbass lipstick hugged me and that ain't coming out.
And that's a wrap.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's cool. I wasn't worrying about it. At the end of the day, it's documented. It's printed. It's posted. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
Exactly.
Shout out to the Connecticut crew.
Yay!
Who that right there? That's style.
Yeah, because I told him, I said my people be like, yo, who that boy? That's my little big bro. Little big bro.
I already know.
So we was talking the other day, right? We was down the way, me and Stock was having a little conversation about females and the what do men prefer, the real or the fake?
All right, yeah. Listen, I want the real. I don't care how many kids you got, how many C-sections you had, how many cuts you got. I don't want that shit. So if you come to me and say, hey, babe, I want to get a tummy tuck, I'm going to do everything in my mind to say, no, I don't do that shit. Because at the end of the day, when you get that tummy tuck, now you got to deal with that scar that wasn't even nowhere near the C-section scar. Right. So now you want to get it tattooed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, naturally. It's just, I mean, I know it come a little bit. It come harder for females when it comes to trying to lose stomachs and stuff like that.
But do you feel like I think that sometimes that us women get this impression that this is what men like. Men like lashes, weave, big butts, big titties because we see how y'all look at these women. So I feel like as women sometimes we feel the pressure to alter ourselves to be attractive to men, because I'm one of those women, right? I got little titties, y'all. I probably wear the same bra. I probably would, look, shout out to the little titty committee.
Itty bitty.
Shout out to the itty bitty titty committee.
Itty bitty.
I'm wearing the same bra size since 8th grade, y'all. Real.
We up here, baby. Ain't no shame.
I don't like bras. I feel like don't even like to spend money on bras, y'all, because my titties too small. Like, bras cost too much and I don't have enough.
What you mean? I don't need to be cooped up anyway.
Yeah, why?
Dirtbag Zai, my guy, Dirtbag Zai in the building.
Yo, so have you ever felt the pressure, Martina or TT, to alter your bodies to get implants or, you know? No,
I
never?
thought about it.
I did.
I thought about it.
I wish I had titties like that. I'm not about to go up under no
Okay.
See, what y'all fella realize
like
is
needles. I don't know how I got tattoos. We not about to go get
Right.
bellies and and I'm blessed with a booty, so
It's the booty for me,
what
boo.
y'all fella realize is what we like is not what we want.
Hmm.
oh, I'm aware.
Nah, cause what y'all like
All right.
outside, what y'all
No.
live inside the house, y'all don't like that outside when y'all go outside to go play or whatever. Like when the guys go out and do the guys, they don't like what they have at home. Like they gonna like something ratchet,
Which
or,
is
or, like,
confusing, 'cause
different.
why
They
are-
don't ever like if you want to wife
Different
somebody.
strokes for different folks though, because we really do still got some genuine men out here.
Yeah, we do.
I'm so serious.
We do.
But the majority of them don't do
It's a needle in a
that.
haystack, but we have some genuine men.
We do.
That
We
don't
do.
gotta look
I
at
just
the
feel like
shapes
this is what we
or
see on
touch.
social media. It's just so oversaturated with the fake lips and
Mhm.
and the fake everything. Like
I don't want
it
none of that
almost
shit.
makes us.
When you die on that table, don't look for my hand.
I feel like, see, it's not even about us no more. It's really a bigger picture with the titties and ass and the boob jobs and all that. And the
They Barbie
history of
dolls.
it is that
It's called Barbie dolls.
Exactly.
That's what they are.
they're
They,
really a Barbie. Who
It's
had
a Barbie.
everything?
You look so
Barbie.
familiar.
She had fake legs, fake arms.
You seen Martina before?
Yeah,
She been down the way before.
No, I
You
think it's
seen
something
Tina.
else. I think it's something else.
You'll think about it later.
And it's like, I had girlfriends in the 4th grade that had Bazooka Joe titties. These girls
No,
had
really.
to get breast reduction.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
They back
You
here.
feel me? They had to get breast reduction. So you got people going out here and get double 50 D's just to
Double
Up
50
the
D's,
price?
not double 50.
yesterday's price ain't today's price. That's what you go spend that bag for. I'd be confused.
Right.
Because you could literally hit up Nelly Yoga Fitness.
Hey.
Hit up a partner, a friend, or whoever and start
And get
working
fit.
at it.
And we
And
know a
work
lot
out.
of people that do fitness training too.
Right. Right.
It's all about repetition, not dropping a bag to do something.
Martina
Somebody
sound like
break
she
it
lightweight Hispanic, y'all. Y'all
Somebody
notice
keep
that
it up,
little?
No, I'm not.
You sound like you Rosie
She said, I
Perez
ain't
and
worrying about the
shit. She
titties
like,
because I got
she
booty.
said, 'cause we got
Booty wear.
You hear how she said it? She was like, we got
Booty
fitness,
wear.
we got personal fitness
Booty
trainers
wear.
too.
We do.
She sound real Hispanic, y'all.
Booty wear.
Booty wear.
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, it's going. That's good.
Who's going?
She said booty wear. I said, oh, it's going.
Whose booty is
I mean,
going?
she threw that out there. She said,
Your booty is
I ain't
going?
really tripping about.
She's a
She said,
lie
I
and
ain't really
her
tripping
feet
about
stink.
having titties. But
She a
I got
lie
booty.
and her feet stink. Her
So where'd
ass
it
ain't
go?
never went nowhere. No,
I know. Don't nobody want you to sashay across the screen.
but you still got a fat ass. You always had a fat ass.
There.
You got that. I call
And she
it.
look like.
I
and
call
she,
it the
and she
crump
look like,
butt.
She like them.
The crump butt.
But now I got the crump.
No, that's a wagon.
Thank you. Like,
That's a wagon.
That's a swisher. Swisher house.
That crump butt is serious, baby.
That's a trademark for real.
Call her swisher.
All right, we got a couple more minutes. I want to bring up one more thing that we talked about. These the transgender people, right? And how these transgender
Gender.
men are bad as shit.
Yeah.
And I was asking Staff, like,
just was talking
how do
about this
y'all
the other day.
feel about this as men when you have to court women and approach women and you don't know if you're talking to a man or a woman?
Can I ask
So-
can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
So I
about
was
to go in.
walking
I was about to
down the
go in.
street the other day. Actually, it was a month ago. I was walking down the street, and these two young boys pulled up in a car, got out the car, and was asking me like, "Are you a trainee?" I was like, "What? Why would you get out the ask that?" He's like, "I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but I ran into one. I thought she was cute, and I just wanted to ask." I'm like, "Nah, I've always been a female, never a dude. But I mean, I guess if that's for your safety, that's why you asking."
But
I
that's
guess it's a
crazy that they
question
gotta
now.
ask now.
Yeah.
You gotta ask that question now because
Listen.
I mean these trannies is bad, baby. They putting some women to shame.
They are.
Like, I mean, they're more. Some of them are more feminine than that. I got somebody in the back saying, "Hell no,
Listen.
hell
He
no."
against it.
Listen.
I mean, listen,
I'm
these
gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Right?
it's some trannies out here that you can't tell.
Nah, for real.
You say you can tell. You saying you can tell.
Real niggas
Come on,
can
bring your
tell.
ass in here.
Niggas
come on,
that say
come
that
on.
they can't tell.
How
they
you can tell?
lying.
Come on.
They
Listen,
lying.
no. It was I just watched the Instagram video.
Huh? How you know?
Listen, they got this movie
Come
on.
here, come on.
Listen, they got this movie on.
How when they get their private parts taken, they taking hormones?
That don't mean that. That
pills?
don't mean nothing.
Some of them don't have
It's not that much. It's not that much hormone that's gonna take away a male.
You know before you get naked. You don't even get to the point of them getting naked. You can tell a male's cheekbones are different. A male's shoulder posture is different.
But they
A
also
male's
get
feet,
these shaved
listen,
off.
but they can't get their feet smaller. You can't get your hands. Listen, you can't get your hands less masculine. You can't get your shoulders less masculine. You can't, like, it's certain, and what I mean by no is the minute you say is it or could it be, the answer is yes.
Listen, they got this movie on Tubi called Secret Society.
Yeah, you recommend I gotta watch it. You saw it?
Listen,
I ain't seen it yet.
it didn't open these guys' eyes until they met other guys that was like, yo, it's these Jones that be running around the city and they bad and they don't look like niggas, and once they dropped the names, it was like, whoa. That's when the whole dynamic of the movie changed. It was like, all right, yeah, this Joan going in and out.
Have you ever heard? You could just tell by the way they talk if it ever gets that far to you talking to them. I have a conversation.
If you ever been on apps like Tag, if you ever been on apps like Tag, the POF, you know. You know.
Even without, if it's not your cup of, listen, if it's not your cup of tea, if it's not your cup of tea, you know.
When
if
I
it's
first
not
came
your
home
thing,
from jail,
you know.
outside of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, it's other sites like POF and Tag. And there'd be a lot of them on there. And if you don't read them profiles, if you don't read them profiles, I'm trying to tell you, you can accidentally speak to
So
somebody.
have either one of you men ever? Well, I mean, you say you can see it
I
a
got
mile away.
catfished before.
You been catfished?
Yeah. Yeah, I got catfished before.
Like in person or online?
I'm thinking I'm talking to her, but then when I go to the crib, it looked like him.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit real. They got it on MTV all the time.
Yeah, I see catfish all the time.
You know what I mean?
But I be confused. Like, how do you
I
get
bet-
catfish? Like, I like to meet people in person.
Yeah, I've never.
I need to see you.
That's how you know you got
I've never
catfished.
been out in a social environment and accidentally spoken to a transsexual, and I don't think that happens.
Nah.
I don't think that happens. I'm gonna
Online-
keep it 100
online
with you. I don't think that happens because you know, if it's not your cup of tea, you know. You may see somebody from afar and be attracted to them visually, but once you encounter somebody face to face up close, you know.
You know.
You know.
You get that sixth sense.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
All that I don't know shit. I don't give a fuck how bad you think you look. No.
You've walked up to a male and questioned him whether you went with it or not. You question his sexuality before you talk to him. Like women say, I didn't know he was gay. You did know.
Oh, now see, I'm glad you
You
touched
saw
on
it.
that because I talk
saw
about
it.
this all the time, and I
There's
feel
no
like
way you can't.
women do date gay men.
Of course
on
they
purpose.
do. They feel safe
They
that way.
know he's gay.
They can
He's
do,
very
you can
feminine
do
acting,
different things with
and
it.
I don't understand that.
It's true. I'm telling you, it's a psychological thing. You can do a different thing in a different kind of.
Well, do you think that women who date gay men are really gay?
Different things.
Like they're really lesbians, but they don't want to be with a woman?
I think that's bisexual.
No, I don't even think it be that sometimes. I think it's that you can do different things. I know women who do it. You can do different things when you got a homosexual guy as your
So
man.
like he likes to go shopping with us,
No,
those kind of
I'm
things.
talking about you personally. Fuck what you do with him. You can do different things. It's certain things he's
Sue
not.
him.
Yeah.
Sue him.
In the relationship,
Right,
it's
right.
certain things that he gotta take. You
Okay.
understand? It's certain things that he, well, not even gotta take. There's certain things that he's gonna take, or certain things that he'll feel like, i.e., ergo his situation that he'll relate to you on,
Okay.
trying
Okay.
to, or giving the effort to.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We as women always have.
You got to get up on the mic. We ain't gonna hear you. You gotta get up. You gotta get up and get on the mic. We
Or
it
like
ain't gonna,
that
it ain't
best
gonna come
friend
up.
thing. You know what I mean?
I just feel like overall we as women have a motherly instinct, period. We love our men. We want to see them great. We want to see everything great about them. So normally, I'm going to speak for myself. I always take up for the brothers, period. I don't care where I am. If a brother called me with a conversation with his baby mom, I'm going to try to help him help the situation
Right.
before it gets bad. But when you don't want to listen, that's on you. So far as a woman dating a man that's gay, maybe she's very open-minded and don't want to be judgmental because he had that portion of life. I could see past him. I could see more into what he's really trying to do now. It could be that. You don't always have to do it.
You don't think that would be in the back of the
that.
mind if he is gay or was ever gay or ever slept with a man that he's still going to desire
If you
to
real
sleep
with
a man?
yourself, that's not in the back of your mind. If you're not being 100, then it's going to be in the back of your mind. Yes, you're going to question it because you're not confident. When you're confident in who you are and what you do.
So do you think you
ain't no
ever dated a
questions
man
asked.
that was gay? Did
If
you
he
ever-
being real and being 100 about it.
No, did you ever date a man that you like that was had like was
Like you
gay?
had a feeling that
Oh,
was gay?
no, but I definitely think somebody's suspect.
Threw it out.
And you know who you are, sir. We're not going to slide by that. You know who you are, sir.
No point.
Wow, yeah, but you know who you are,
You're
sir.
suspect, sir.
Wow. But to address what she said though, first, I kind of disagree with that. I don't think. First of all, I think a woman that get with a man who gay is like ultra insecure. I think a woman who get with a gay man is use it like as a safety blanket.
No, I'm not saying like literally get with a gay man. What I was referencing to is meaning like he's not into that life anymore and he actually wants to be.
Oh, I's not gay no more.
Oh no, there's no such thing as that guy.
I've been delivered.
Ladies know that. Oh no, goddamn.
So if a man ever took a dick, he is gay for life.
You could used to be a whore. You could used to smoke crack. You could used to eat a lot. You could used to steal. No.
But you
heard
can't
what
used
I
to
said?
be
Look,
gay.
you could used to smoke crack. You could used to be a whore. You could used to steal. I even know some niggas who used to be a killer. I don't know no used to be faggots. There's no such thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like.
I'm about to say, well, actually, I know one. That's why I said it.
I know a couple who
He got a whole
the
baby
girl was
baby.
gay
I was
and
in hair school and I told him he was
tap
gonna
in?
get children and he said he would never touch me.
Like, man.
well, I met a couple where the female was gay and her husband was gay, but they married each other because they didn't want to tell to their families that they were gay.
Wow.
So it was like they were just letting the families think whatever
that they were straight and
like,
but
they were living their lifestyle behind closed doors. So they was doing whatever they felt they wanted to do.
Wow.
So it could be cover up. It's a big cover up.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't feel like.
They strippers. They ex strippers or something like that that really is into that because a lot of that is a fantasy and people want.
I won't even say they all strippers. I'm gonna say that because you got some women out here like my stepmom's. I shouldn't even say this, but I'm gonna be honest. My stepmom's best friend when I was a kid, she dated this guy for a long time, and she claimed she never knew he was gay. And then like I was a kid, like I did some crazy shit one day, right? Like you know the little packets that go in like when you get packages and stuff. It says "Do not open," and it come in the shoes or whatever. So one day I'm at the we at the mall one day, and I was bad as shit. So I just tore all of these packets open, and his crack was showing. So I threw them all in the back of his car. And he ain't never say nothing. Like, you know, somebody, yo, what the fuck with these kids? He didn't do that. And, like, immediately. It was just like, you know the kids, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, it was just weird. And then, like, after a month or so later, I heard her and my stepmom talking. And she was like, yeah, he's gay. Dead out.
Wow.
I felt bad. I was like, how does she not know? Like, when you guys in the bedroom, what do you do? Like, I mean, I had a dude.
And he probably likes to do a lot of anal.
Out here, I had a dude
That's
come
the
to me
part
where
for
he
me.
wanted me to, you get it? And this man put his fucking legs up like,
like a bitch.
OMG.
like he wanted me to the whole package.
He wanted you.
Like,
he wanted you to eat his what
The gooch. The gooch.
he wanted the gooch licked. He wanted to lick the lick. I was like, yo, I'm a freak. I don't know.
Listen, y'all. We can continue this conversation after the podcast
He
is
was on
over.
the back already.
Hold on 1 second,
legs
Tina.
like this.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
How the nigga come visit you one day and he leave and walk away and you see a wet spot right in his booty hole.
See now, you see the craziness, y'all. All right, give me a little
spicy.
All right, hold on.
And you know she talking about Sarah once again. You know she's talking about Sarah.
Been shot down.
All right, listen. Let's get serious for a minute. We got 2 minutes left, y'all. Before I clock out of here, I just want to let all my guests say how everybody can find you, what your name is, what your tag is on Instagram. Everybody go real quick. Who are you? And how can they find you?
Everybody can follow me on Instagram at Staff Model Bull. You know what I'm saying? Tap into that Fox 29 News,
Yep.
story. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna if anybody wants to see that, we gotta figure out a way to share that link.
I'll
Stop.
send it to you. I'll send
Tina,
it to you. I
how
got
can
it.
everybody get in touch with you?
Okay, I'm on IG and it's the Lush Lab Experience LLC. It's lush_lab_experience_LLC.
All right, green shirt. Where can we find you? Who are you? What's your name? How can we find you?
My jaw quicker than that. Almost forgot mine. Listening.
Don't put me on like that.
Shit.
It wasn't that long.
We got 1 minute, y'all. Come
All
on,
right,
go, go.
you know, it's the Donut Man. Catch me on the CME Morning Show, Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 9 to 11. The Chef Work 8 on the gram. Ain't no O in the work. I'm using it.
Awesome. TT, how can they find you? What's your Instagram? What's your handle? Give it to them real quick. Ready?
Hair is underscore. Hold up. Hair
Come on, cute.
underscore is underscore WID, the number 4, the letter U.
Awesome, everybody. Now, if this was my village. Thank y'all for tuning in. My name is Nelly. Village Conversations is awesome. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Follow me on Instagram, Nelly Yoga Fitness. Go on my website, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you to Toucan for allowing me to broadcast today. Glockaware, the G Shop,